A really good thing to keep in mind is that more times than not, the things that you needed most when you were a child are what you need the most now. The things that you did not get as a child are the things that you need the most now as an adult or as a teenager, just grown up. Before you center your identity around a relationship or a group of friends or a hobby or a job, whatever it is, don't base your identity off of something that you think you need just because you've never had it and now you're trying to spend the remainder of your life trying to get it. Because a lot of times that's not really who you are. If you didn't have a lot of love growing up from your parents, if you didn't have a lot of friends, if you didn't have a lot of successes or goals or money or whatever material things, take it how it applies. But now that you're older, if that is what you're striving for, all I'm going to say is just pause. The best thing to do is to move from a whole stable place. Like when you are whole within yourself, you don't need anything outside of you, and only then can you begin to actually start looking for the things that are actually meaningful to you, that you actually need. That's why I always say, if you're like really obsessed with something or somebody, or you really want something, you need to ask yourself, like, am I like whole within myself? And what that means is like there aren't pieces of yourself hidden, scattered in the shadows. Like that means you know who you are 100% authentically. You know who you are, and you don't want anything because you have everything. Wanting nothing gives you everything. The things that you want, the things that you desire, aren't what you actually are craving. You are craving the feeling that these things give you, that they invoke. It's not really about the person, it's about wanting to experience love, and it's not really about the material or the riches or the money. It's about wanting to be free or wanting to be important, whatever the case may be. You can tell a person is whole when they can lose everything and they're still that same person. They have the same confidence, they have the same love for themselves, they have the same belief with themselves, because wholeness cannot be taken away from you. Okay, so if you don't have any money, something happens to your money, something happens to your relationships, something happens to your living situation, your career, whatever, and you're not the same person anymore, you don't know who you are, then chances are you tied your identity to something outside of you. So just remember, if you're having a hard time obsessing or attaching to something, it's time to come home back to yourself.